We are broadcasting to the humans of Earth.
Yo, yo.
There we are. Hello, friends.
Hey.
Cool. I believe that's functioning correctly. Let me make sure. Oh, Kabuti's in the building. I think we're good. Alright. Yeah. Look at that. We're up and running. Awesome. Great. Great. No fuss, no muss. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Yo. Yeah, it's always so awkward with the headphones.
Just gotta
Through
get
the
it.
strap, it's so weird.
You gotta get it in such a way that it's not bothering the. Alright, let's go. Check. When your time is comes as it does for everyone, will you stay or will you go? When your time is comes as it does for everyone, will you rise or will you fall? Looking right at you, my back's against the wall. Coming right into trying to rise above it all. Looking right at you, my back's against the wall. Put my pride in you, as I do, right before the fall. When your time it comes as it does for everyone, are you leaving here undone? When your time it comes as it does for everyone, will your words remain unsung? Looking right at you, my back's against the wall. Coming right into trying to rise above it all. Looking right at you, my back's against the wall. Put my pride in you, as I do, right before the fall.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I know. I was like trying to remember it as we were going. It's like, wait, what do I do here? Yeah, that's that bit. It's funny how like for me remembering songs is like it's never a thing of like, oh, this part goes like a C and then whatever. It's always like, oh, I remember like I played that thing that time and Adam went like, ah, and I'm like, yeah, that's how I remember. Like play the ah thing.
If I react, it's gotta be good.
But just in general, there's always some like moment. I feel like it's like the black ass moment from Half Baked when he's like, "Hey, why didn't you move me before?" Yeah, it's like that's how my brain remembers shit. I have to like make an association. Cool, that sounds good. Yeah,
Wow, 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 wow.
what y'all feel like playing?
Yeti in the house.
Oh, you know what? I was just mixing this one on the channel the other day, so let's do Waste Paper Plastic Case. That'll be a cool parallel. Let's just tune the guitar.
Oh yeah. There's so many things in this room that I don't get to look at a lot, but now I'm looking at them.
Oh, the fan, the fan.
Where did I put it last time?
There's a spot, yeah. The fuck is? Oh.
I tear my heart open. I saw myself shut.
I know this. What is this?
My weakness is I don't care too much.
Oh,
Scars remind us.
what a weakness. I care. My weakness is I just am so wonderful. Check.
Yeah, it's like somebody asking you in an interview, what's your greatest weakness? Is that I care too much.
Well, that's why we do it early in the day, yeah. While most people are at work.
cool. The beginning being shorter is cool.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
It just came in.
oh shit. Yeah, did we shorten the beginning?
Yeah, I
guess
think it sounds better that way.
just
to be
happened.
honest.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it. Oh, fucking A. Sweaty work, boys.
It's definitely sweaty work. These headphones make you sweatier.
Oh hell yeah, we're getting this one live. Yeah, Kabuki was hanging out. Earlier this week I did a mixing session on that song, and it was cool. Like I started it from scratch, like with nothing even in the work file. So from like literally just dumping the files in to then working on it, and it was cool. We did like 2 hours on it, and it was cool. Like when we talked about this a little bit when we were together the other day, it's like the process of but I forever have this like learner's mentality of like I'm always trying to get better, and I always feel like I don't know shit. You know, that's kind of like a constant in my head. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this thing. And then talking through it, I was like, there's this whole stack of shit now that's like how I do things that I would never give myself that kind of credit in a blanket conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
But in talking through it, I was like, oh fuck, I know a thing or two, like way more than I even fucking realized, you know.
Yeah.
And it was cool, and then it actually did kind of come together, and you know, the mix sounds pretty good. I was like, there's this thing about like when you record, it's so, when you're in a moment and you're doing it, it's so, you're present and you hear it and you hear what it could be, right? Like you're recording it and you know that you did a good job. It's so weird that you then have to take those things and then find a way to like present that good job in the speaker so other people can hear it the way that you heard it while you were doing it. It's like, you know you did it right. It's like, how do we get it to sound like we did it right? It's such a weird, I think that's why a lot of times you get somebody else to mix it, right? It's like, get this thing away from me. But it's fun to do it and to kind of figure it out. I think I like the writing part the most. Like when you have a cool riff and everybody's eyes light up and you're like, fuck it, we're gonna make a song out of this. Like,
Yeah, and it's nothing yet. It's like, that's the sandcastle thing, you know?
Yeah, I love that feeling, but there is something really cool about documenting it and feeling like you actually captured it. It feels like going out and trying to catch Pokemon or something.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
you remember it exactly how it happened.
Yeah, it's like when you wrote it, you're like, you knew the shit was good, and then it's like, okay, how do we now put this down and get it right? Because that feeling when you're in the studio and you're trying to record something and it feels stiff and you don't know why, and you're like,
Yeah.
because you got wires everywhere and headphones.
Think about shit.
And you're out of your element, too.
Yeah.
You're in like a new element.
But then if you tried to record an album at a show, it would sound like shit.
Yeah.
Consciously trying to do it, yeah.
Because you don't know it. You don't know like the
Yeah.
variables, you know?
It's so weird, all these little things that go into making music. And then as soon as you put something out there, everybody's going to go, where's your next thing?
Yeah, it never stops.
That was cool. That was 5 minutes ago. What else you got?
Yeah. What do you got, actually? You know? What have you given me in the last 13 years?
Where's your debut, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
I haven't heard the Michael Clark EP yet, you know? All your fucking wit and wisdom.
I want the rent check. You know the story 'cause we're all the same. I get wasted with the money
Oh yeah, did we say we were gonna choke that at the end?
Yeah.
Was that the one we said that for last time? I remember we did say that last time. Fuck yeah, I'll try to remember that. That's like I wish I could. I always tell myself I'm gonna learn to step on the tuner as like a kill switch,
Yeah, yeah.
and I just never do it. Like my brain just can't go. Oh yeah, step on that. It literally deads the signal. I always forget.
Oops.
That one was sick. Nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kabuki.
Thank you.
How's it sounding out there in TV land, by the way?
I don't know what the fuck I did in that first chorus. I just like lost where I was for a second.
Yeah,
That's that thing, right? Shows coming up at the end of the week, and it's like if you want to go over the stuff you think you might play, if you want to play the stuff you haven't played in a while, just in case you do play it. It's such a weird middle ground.
And then you don't want to give it your all. Because in the show, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm far enough removed now that it's not like.
That's not so bad. We got days.
But when you have like practice 2 days before and you're like, all right, well I'm gonna sing like this instead of like this. You know?
Well, that's like I found over the years that like trying to practice the day before a show to me always makes the show worse. It's like the day before a show, you'll go in a rehearsal room and play the best you've ever played in your life, and be like, well,
Can't beat that at the show.
there it was.
yeah, that was it.
That was it. I've always said like the day right before, I like to avoid playing, you know, unless you absolutely have to.
Roots is growing since the
Pause for the cause.
Oh my gosh.
PBs and such.
far today, it hasn't been anywhere near as bad as yesterday, so hopefully it's getting better.
We're back. Moist man indeed. That's alright. I got ventilation holes. Look at my. Look at my ventilation holes.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, easy breezy, beautiful cover boy over here.
Rock and roll. Give me some of that rock and roll music. Ain't no way to choose it.
And it goes weird swing / straight beat.
If you want to dance.
What should we rock?
Rusty Bucket?
Ah, that's a good one. Rusty buckets. The bucket is rusty.
Oh, the Beauregard!
Oh, we got a Beauregard. Let's go. General Beauregard. Which is crazy that he's not named after General Beauregard.
Yeah, that is nuts.
That is, that's just a
That's
wild.
just kismet. That's kismet.
It's just one of those things. Let's go chill vibes. Chill vibes.
Also, happy belated Father's Day to anybody who may or may not be a father.
To all the belated fathers out there.
So belated.
Gotta tune that up.
What do you think your least favorite holiday is? If you had to name your least favorite holiday.
All of them.
All of them. Parade Day.
Least favorite.
I would go St. Patrick's Day. That's my least favorite holiday.
That's a good choice because you're part Irish. So.
Yeah.
Patty's.
I don't know. Easter's kind of lame.
Easter.
Easter is pretty lame.
I personally, I'm not getting much out of Easter, right?
You know what? I get to see my fam a lot on Easter, so it's like just the 5 of us.
We got a
kind of
reason.
chill.
That's good though.
Yeah. Usually there's like everybody involved. That gets annoying.
Is it like too edgy to be like Christmas?
No, I don't like Christmas either.
It's not even that I don't like Christmas. You know, giving presents and all that shit, and it's all cool. But you know, I really don't like what Christmas does to people. Like a lot of people really freak out during Christmas time, and I'm like,
A lot of pressure on
yeah,
Christmas.
like I'm
Gotta go
like,
shopping.
it's all good,
I have to
man.
get everybody everything in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
Otherwise they'll die. And it's
Everybody
like,
goes
no.
crazy, and I'm
They
like,
just
yo,
want
it's
to kiss your face.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, yo, it's good. It's all good, man. We're all here. Nothing to worry about, you know.
I gotta start Christmas shopping in like July when money's good at Hobron, so I don't have to worry when money's bad at the end of the year.
That's
you know?
like the big brain is like whenever the hell it is throughout the year when you see that gift that like a person would love, just get it and put it in the closet.
Yeah, I gotta start getting gifts
That's
too,
Christmas.
because it doesn't matter about
You
the
don't
money.
wait.
You know? Yeah, that's my problem is I'm like if I'm in the store and I see something one of y'all is gonna love and I know, I'm just gonna buy it and give it to you.
Yeah.
And then Christmas is gonna roll around and be like, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but it's alright. You got me that. So it's like, you know.
Cause that's how my dad was, right? Like my dad would give me a new TV in July and be like, "Merry Christmas." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, cool, great,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
awesome."
getting it, I don't care.
Yeah, my mom would
Rad.
do the same. She'd be like, all right, here's a Nintendo GameCube for, March 7th.
Exactly, that's it.
That's your birthday and Christmas gift.
Cool, great, I'm good. Like, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, it's the thought that counts, right? That's what they say. Proud and sympathetic, I forget just where I made my bed.
Excedrin.
Yeah.
Team Excedrin.
Tough acting, tenacity, baby.
Yeah, dude, God. I told Rob, like, I could deal with, like, unbelievable amounts of physical or mental strain, but when it's both of them at the same time, that's it. Like, I just got crashed.
Dude,
like,
I think it's huge that you even fucking came, man. Like, that's... Mouth shit is like stay home shit. I can't even believe. Shout outs to the drummer. He's here with a fucking tooth situation.
It hurts. I'm sorry, I'm very quiet today.
No, that's good. Well, I just, yeah, I mean, honestly, I was relieved. I thought, I was like, man, I'm seems upset. He's like, yo, he's fucking hurting. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
oh,
all it
okay.
is.
Oh, that's way better. Like, it's terrible, but at least we
Yeah.
know what it is.
You know what? It's not so bad that I couldn't come, because it could have been so bad that I would have had it been like, yo, I
Yeah,
can't. do
no,
this,
dude,
but-
face stuff is
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
forget it, man. Like, everything goes. Your equilibrium goes. You're just a mess.
Yeah, my head's weird. I'm like, am I sick? Do I have an infection? I go, I don't feel good. Oh my
No,
God.
it really is the worst.
I had to go to get amoxicillin today. How my insurance doesn't cover amoxicillin like an antibiotic? Like, how is that possible?
Hey, we got a gift sub from Reptar, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I saw this line though that reminded me of
Thank
today.
Hello, friends.
It's what you do when you're not motivated that determines success or failure.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
you showing up, baby.
I
I
like
guess
that.
I'm done, babe.
Let's do something we can fucking jam on, huh? Let's get a jam going.
I got bread, I got peanut butter, I need some jam. Oh.
Let's do battery acid. I
Yeah.
don't think we did last time.
My butt is battery, yes.
My booty is booty riffing. Yeah. Alright, y'all good?
I'm ready.
Y'all ready for this?
Alright.
There he is.
Yo, that shit kicked in, bro. That's not. This isn't a placebo effect. That's
That's
something worse.
I told you it's good.
Not good
Excedrin's
anymore.
real, man.
Yeah, like,
Dude, when I start getting the fucking the eyeball halos, like when I'm
Oh
seeing like
my
a circle
God.
of I'm like, give me,
God.
give
I
me
didn't
them
sleep last
Excedrins,
night. It
man.
was killing me. There's like a first second relief. I
Take some home with you, please.
Yeah, I'm going to. All right, thank you.
Please,
All right,
man.
yeah, let's play.
That's on you,
Count us
Papa.
in, baby.
What are we doing?
Battery acid. Strictly because I want to jam.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember if this is 1, 2, 3 snare or not.
Battery acid is 1, 2, 3 snare. Do you want to do it?
Oh no! Okay, yeah, thank you.
This
All right.
motherfucker. My tongue is battery acid. These words are leaving scars. Let's dig this trench together. Behind the pictures now. When the tanks in the blood pressure keeps falling down. My eyes are pouring water. Watch them put the fire. Like my misery. How found my lonely mind. My tongue is battery acid. This kiss is burning through. I thought about my heart, but still it beats inside of you. Heavy artillery is the tobacco busted down. My eyes are full of fire, and I ain't ever going out. I'm a misery. I'm found my lonely mind. Will I even see? Am I human?
was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I will literally never be comfortable again because I'm like, how many is it gonna go? I love it.
No, it's always a measure. I'm just finishing the bar out. This is what's happening. But I got the other song. What was it?
That's fine.
I got what's the one that I find?
Remember me, you nailed.
And I got the ending on that with a toothache. So
You
if
got-
I remembered it, then I'm never gonna.
You
forget
said
that.
you said the part. You were like, I got it now. Then 3 in a row, I got it. I got it forever.
That's the rule technically. This is what they say.
But he says 5. Adam's big on the 5.
I do. I push the extra 2. 3 you can't trust. You might have squeezed it out the third time. You know, you do it twice,
I
and the
gotta-
third time you're like,
D headphone first.
We got a boys sounds good. We got a next EP. Booties be booty ripping.
What else would they do, right? Oh, Excedrin. Can I get
Oh.
sponsored by Excedrin if anyone's
Yeah.
watching this?
MVP of the fucking.
If there's like an
stream,
Excedrin, like some type of like person that works for them.
Adam's having a moment right now. He's realizing Excedrin is where it's at.
That's insane.
I said this last time. I waited an hour to say it this time. If you've got any questions for the band or any member of the band, you can throw them at us and we'll do our best to answer them.
Yeah, bro.
We can take like a little.
Yeah, we take a
hot
fiver.
drink. Not as long.
Yeah, an actual. I won't even put the BRB up. We'll just hang out for a second. We are open to questions. So this thing is it's in its infancy. We're calling these the TreeHouse Sessions. It's not always gonna just be us in here running through songs. The plan, once we feel like we've got this down to a science, is we are gonna work on some new stuff and see if we can't have some moments of pure creativity and creation. Who knows? Maybe you might see a song be born that goes on to be a song. You
We've
know.
already done it actually. This is not an advertisement. That was a song we did last week.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna play that thing again, though.
that shit was
That thing,
crazy.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
So this is
Remember that? Oh,
yeah.
I gotta.
I have it on my dad. I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is
dude, listen, like that wasn't on purpose with the.
No, I know.
Like I had them for so long, and like my phone kept like dying, and I was like, can you fucking keep these? Like,
Adam.
Yeah.
I felt bad though. I mean, I
Dude,
wanted them too. Like, I
That's
felt bad.
come on, dude.
No.
If we didn't,
No.
we never got them. We lost them. What
No,
is
but
it?
they were good though. It was, I loved 62nd Street. I am
the
upset about it.
chill
though.
point.
Oh fucking
If
a.
you agree with somebody, I still think it's necessary to tell people when things upset you.
That's fair.
Because that makes them feel better. Because if you just thought I didn't care that I lost the videos, then it's like, well, he's kind of a jerk. But it's like, I lost them. But no, like, I wish I had them.
Yeah.
You know,
We would
I wish
never
we had-
assume that about
I
you
wish we
though.
had
I
infinite.
think I just assumed that about people.
This is a much better fitting shirt than I was wearing last week.
What were you wearing last week?
I was wearing something that didn't fit as well. It was the Blink shirt because it's new, so it has to like
Oh, you gotta stretch it
inevitably
out.
shrink for
I
it to fit me.
desperate-
Because shirts, I feel like they aren't made the same anymore.
There is it just me? Okay, you know what? Well, I'm gonna throw this to the chat as well. Let's take a poll on this. Is it just me or are shirts getting ridiculously too long?
Yeah, they're becoming like dresses.
I feel like every T-shirt I buy goes down to the middle of my knees. And I know I'm short, so that happens with a lot of shirts. But
No, but if I get a normal shirt, and that's a medium, because I'm not like big, you know.
Mhm.
It'll be too short lengthwise, but too tight. It'll be perfectly fine, like gut-wise, but too short lengthwise. But then I get a large, and it's like down below my dick.
you're like, bro, come on.
I'm not wearing this as like sleeping over my girlfriend's
Come
house.
on. Come on. Come on.
There he is. There, he's alive.
All right, so now that the Excedrin kicked in,
Jesus.
we're gonna try one we haven't done in a while.
That's why I said I was like, this is the type of day I have to try not to fight somebody.
Yeah.
Because I was not
felt
in the
it.
mood.
I felt it.
I was like, don't talk to Adam. Like, just let him play drums. He doesn't want to talk right
They
now.
were like, Mike, sing! I was like, I didn't hear him.
No, that I
sorry.
would joke. That I
Oh,
would
okay.
joke. That would joke. I would never actually.
So sorry.
Yeah.
And of course, you feel no pressure to engage with these hooligans.
Do not engage with me.
It is like reverse high waters for shirts.
My forearm is okay now.
It's like reverse high waters. You said that could be- Yo, for real.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
All right.
Flood pans.
Now we're getting into the we haven't played this shit in a minute territory.
Oh boy.
What is it?
We do Cloud City.
Oh my God! Something like that.
perfect.
The accents are there. It's just not
No, that has me excited. That has me excited.
Yeah, because last time we played this, you did something really fucking awesome.
Well, I know you guys. Well, I like it too. I know you guys like want that beat. Fox McCloud.
Oh, I think
Skippy.
this one I just go.
Remember fucking Skippy?
I don't know about that, Fox.
They're useless. Bogey on your tail. Do something. Bogey, bro.
Yeah, but you
Tell me about bogeys on
I
your
hated
tail.
Falco.
Have they ever killed
Babble.
anyone for you? Never.
Falco
Never.
used to drive me crazy, bro. Okay.
He's the top gun.
Whatever, that's what this is supposed to be. Now we're talking about Star Fox. Bro, I lost my mind. I begged for that game. I was like,
64?
oh, no,
Super Nintendo
OG,
version.
Super Nintendo. I begged, and my uncle Izzy got it for me from the Caldor, bro.
Cal? I know Cal.
He went to the Caldor, and
That's
he
old
got me Star Fox.
It's like going to Woolworths.
Bro,
Funko Land.
Yo, I loved Funko Land. Fucking, I found out about the secret level on the back of the Rice Krispies box.
That's old.
They told me like, yo,
Secret
you gotta
box.
do this in this level, and there's gonna be a rock with a face on it. You gotta shoot the face, and you're gonna
I
go
do
to a
remember that.
secret level. I was like, this is bullshit, and then I did it, and I was like, I was obsessed with
The
Star Fox.
N64 one is untouchable, though.
But see, that's the
Right.
thing. The
the
way
submarine level and
the,
stuff.
the way everybody feels about the 64 one, and I totally get it. That game's fucking beautiful. It's like a 10 out of 10. But like, it was just the same thing when the Super Nintendo one came out because there was nothing
Same
like
difference.
that.
I remember
It was
NBA
so
Jam.
wild. I was like,
Yeah, I love
it
NBA
felt like real. It felt like I was in Lawnmower Man or some shit. Like it felt like 3D. I was like, what the
Like I remember
fuck?
playing NBA Jam with Gus when we first got it for Super Nintendo, and like literally being like, "Look at these graphics, they look
Yeah,
so
I was
real."
like,
Yeah,
It's
right.
like,
It's like, you
Look,
look
it's actually Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, like I was like, I can't believe how real they look, and it's like, are you kidding me?
you look at it now. It's like that shit.
No.
It's like a cartoon.
I remember Madden like 2000. I was like, Dad, they're never gonna get better than this.
The first one, I always think of the first one for the PS2.
The
When
Madden
I-
2000,
When they had
yeah.
the first down line and
Yeah.
shit,
Mhm.
I was like, bro, we're in the future.
Yeah, but now you look and their fists are like
They're squares.
they
I know.
don't have any fingers.
Now I can't tell the difference.
It's,
Now I see a commercial, I'm like, is this a game?
dude,
I
I
don't know
know,
what this is.
I know, bro. It's why.
It's at the point where like the cinema parts of the games are almost as good as the play, like as the
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's almost. We're nearly seamless.
Because
It's,
you used to have the shit where they had to put up like, this is not gameplay, like, and it's like, oh, come on, man, you're killing me.
it's great, man. I love that shit. All right, so here we haven't played this one in God knows how long, but I missed
That's like
this.
a perfect example of like my ADHD brain. It's like, I don't even know what you said. Like you said Fox, and then I was like Fox McCloud. And
Yeah.
then it was Skippy.
Oh,
then
yeah.
it was Star Fox.
And then I was thinking about how much I hate Falco.
And now it's going back to Cloud City, which is where it started. Because what we were supposed to do originally was play this song. So. We're gonna go New World.
You know, now that's the real fun when you start jamming on songs that are already like 7 minutes long.
Well, that's why these things are good because you go back and like
That
all
was
the stuff
fun,
you
yeah,
don't
we-
forget.
we
Like
could-
so, I forgot half the stuff I just played. Just you know,
That's something we could
There was some crazy
You know.
shit.
we could break some of that out on stage and be like, yeah, we out here. What's up?
Coney Island will be good. We'll have at least like we should have at least like an hour set. I would think.
Woo.
Yeah, he
45
he
to
said
an
he
hour.
wanted us to
BRBs and such.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. We can play anything we want. Like no more 6-song picking what you have to play. Like
Yeah, chicken picking.
chicken picking.
Piss break number 2, folks. We'll be back. Kabuki, I just saw your comment. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, that was a song we haven't played in a while that then went into a whole lot of improvisation. And thank you, we appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I like to get into the space rock myself.
Gays.
Yeah, loves me some shoegaze. Hell yeah. Thanks, brother. We'll be back. Franz Ferdinand covers from here on out.
I wish that's how they sang it though. That would have been better.
This fire is out of control. We're gonna burn this city, burn this city.
Right? Rather than this fire is out of control. We're gonna burn this city, burn this city.
Oh, we got some questions. Here we go. For you, Dan, have you ever played a scalloped guitar? I don't know what the hell that is. For your bass player, how does he feel about fretless? And for your drummer, does he like adding effects to his drumming or prefer pure tones?
You want me to go?
You can go first. I feel like you'll actually have something to say. Mine would be like,
There are a lot of things where I want to get into that, where you have like the drum pads, so like you'll have a regular acoustic set and you have like a few pads and like effects you can hit with your stick to kind of add it on. But no, for the most part, I'm more just like an acoustic, regular, pure, just drum set guy, right?
Yeah, I think the drum pads are cool for like things like when a song has like a certain intro or something.
If you need it.
Yeah, and like you want to
I'll use it
recreate
to add
that.
to it, but
yeah,
I don't
it's
think
cool.
I would like I'm that electronic drummer guy. Like that's just not, you know.
I feel the same way too with digital effects and stuff. Like those things are like tools.
They're like little.
And sometimes when I'm recording, I'll like the sound of a particular digital effect and stuff. But like normally I prefer the analog, straight in kind of stuff. But it's right. I would never snob at anything.
If it sounds good, I'll use it.
Yeah, right.
Naturally,
Exactly.
though.
like a cool bed,
Me.
like a cool bass drum bed that has like a lower.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing in the studio. All kind of tricks work. You're trying to create something. Sometimes, like we've done recordings where it's like, we did that. We recorded that guitar through a record player speaker, or like, we put a bass drum mic on that cabinet. You know, like that kind of stuff is like when you're in the studio, whatever the fuck works to get the sound that makes the song sound cool. Who gives a shit, right? Like I wouldn't turn my nose up at anything.
Well, it's the same with like triggered drums, where like I don't do it. I'm like, if you put triggers on your drums, like that's fine, like it's totally cool. But like I feel like it's kind of like baseball, where like, okay, you want to be on steroids, fine, but like I feel like you should know that. Like if you have triggered drums, you're still just as good. You're the man, but it's like I feel like people should know that your drums are triggered because it's different.
Yeah.
It's not bad or worse. It's different though.
Yeah. I definitely don't like triggered drums in a rock band situation. I feel like we're getting into like chasing perfection territory at that point when it's like every hit is identical. Like
Like if I had to use triggers, I would use it more of like a volume thing. Like if you're playing some like arena and like it has to be like hooked up like that. But if you're home and stuff, it's kind of like just do it yourself. Right?
Also, there's certain songs that probably call for it, and certain songs that could be, like.
It's a different sound too. Like if you listen to like death metal or deathcore, like they're all triggered drums, and like the bass drum and all the drums are like very punchy, very digital sounding, and just the sound gets affected too, though.
Yeah, it's not something I prefer. Like, right. Again, a lot of that comes down to taste, right?
I'm Team Hank Aaron over Team Barry Bonds.
And
Most
then
things
to
are
you,
like 90% preference.
it
Right?
was fretless was the question.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a fretless that has the dots on it, but like when there's just the neck, like I'm not good enough to be like.
You gotta be exact.
Like.
You gotta know.
You say that, but I bet if you had one in front of you and you played it for a while, you could.
I don't know if I'd like study enough on it. Like.
I think it's cool because it opens up that ability, like the way you can slide into notes is really cool. Yeah. But right, I don't think that would become like. I don't think even people who rock are fretless. I don't think it's their every song bass.
Yeah, because it
just-
would work in like Bella Fleck, and like that's that type of stuff.
Yeah, although there's a lot of fretless on 10.
Yeah.
A lot of fretless on 10. Yeah.
And in like acoustic sets, a fretless might be cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
You get like a little more of like a.
Like we were saying before,
soulful.
It's a tool. Like you could go like, this song it feels good. I'm gonna rock it. Same thing with like a 12-string for acoustic.
But I would need like the dots. I'd need them on the sides.
Yeah.
I think the dots is a fair compromise. But like the same thing with the 12
I wouldn't
string.
even need them on like the actual middle of the fretboard. I would just need them the little guys on the side.
Nice. No one would be any the wiser.
There's some reference.
Who gave me this excellent haircut? That would be the small silver bear. Gave me this haircut. She's immensely talented and skilled.
By like elk antler knife. Jeremiah Johnson.
Jungle Jack.
Jungle Jack. Jungle Jack.
Oh, calm down. I'm Jungle Jack now.
I said it fit the part, Jim.
That was great.
You wear one shirt. One shirt. You're
shirt.
Jungle
I mean,
Jack.
you had to know, like, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like, we're gonna.
Yeah, boys. Capo rock. Play that capo rock speed.
That was a cool little. We didn't do like the middle part. You know, like the where it's just the guitar and the vocal.
Mhm.
Kind of just stayed, and then we got louder.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
You know what?
Yeah, our build-ups and like are getting good.
Right, that was just a natural us vibe. I didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
You guys
It,
know
it-
what I do by now.
it wasn't calculated. It was
Yeah.
just like that's what we're gonna do with it.
Yeah, but I like to tell my friends when they're doing things right.
Oh man! Whoa! Coming at me! Wow! Wow!
Let's do that solid gold.
Totally joking.
I know. See what I get for being
For being
I wonder why I
respectable,
express my
stand-up
feelings.
guy.
I like
It's
to
really a dick move. I'm sorry.
tell people. Ooh! I like this.
Turn that horn off, Dan.
Oh, the horn. Sorry, kill the horn. So that good questions. Yo, questions. Thank you guys for the questions. We really
Fuck
appreciate
yeah.
that. Actually, we got a a couple good ones. Okay, hold on. What's the secret to writing lyrics while not feeling weird about writing in couplets? That one I think is really just about your like. There's certain people that are gonna vibe on the music of a song, and there's people that like will listen to an album 837 times and never be able to tell you what the lyrics are.
That's me.
They just they hear the sound of the words and they like it and it's all part of the thing, but they don't connect to it. But there's also people that are on the polar opposite side of that, where it's like they appreciate the music, but it's the words that really pull them in. So the way that I always feel about writing lyrics is there's gonna be somebody that when you write the lyrics that is gonna get something out of those words you wrote down that you didn't even intend. They're gonna get some other shit.
Yeah.
And that's gonna like help them through their fucking day. And that's the part that makes it easy, because it's like, how can you be self-conscious? You just gotta like, you something in the music made you want to write some words down in the first place. So that's pure. That's from you. You know what I mean? So then you just present that, and you hope that people interpret it in a way that gives them something, and you just, you know, I think the real key is just enjoy singing it. If you enjoy singing the words that you wrote, then you're not gonna feel that self-conscious about it. It's just like, oh, cool, I like doing this song. You know, I think the self-consciousness is like the initial barrier to entry, really, with anything, because you're afraid to put yourself out there. But like, I've had everything that could possibly go wrong on a stage go wrong. I've had, you know, cables crap out on me, pedals die, amps die, my voice fail in the middle of a set. I've
Strings pop.
yeah, like everything has gone wrong. Play shitty, just bum fucking honker notes, and like just to the point where like there's been moments where I'm like, man, I'd love to be anywhere else but on this stage. Oops, we got to play 5 more songs. Cool. Once you've been through that a few times, you realize like it's like anything else, man. Embarrassment is like a 2-second process, but like the bravery to get up there and do it lasts forever, you know. So.
And in that lyric realm, it's like sometimes what you're writing is current, and it feels like the most important thing you've ever thought of in your entire life. And then years pass, and you have to sing that same song over and over again, and you're like, yo, I didn't remember that this was going to be the thing I got to do over and over again, because it was just my soul out on a page, you know?
Yeah.
And lately I've been thinking about lyrics a little different, because I've been trying to hear what separates bands. Like, what's the lyrical thing that makes one band different than the other? Where is the third line different instead of being a couplet? And how do you find your own voice in a lyrical setup, you know? So it's, I don't know, I guess it's always like learning. It's a learning process of, I can only go like, about 1,000 times before I'm like, you know.
For sure. That's real, right? You play the pattern enough times, you sing a certain way enough times, and then you're like, what if I just do anything but that? And then you come up with something and you go, oh, that's cool.
Like
Yeah.
Pinocchio was like that.
Yeah.
Pinocchio, when we have that little break where you guys are going, I'm like, oh, I get to just like sing.
And it sounds so cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, it sounds so, it sounds so
I feel
cool.
like it's always a good idea to just try sometimes not to go with the obvious choice.
Yeah, and like
Sometimes you have to go with the obvious choice because it's what people expect, but not always.
and everybody has their words. Everybody has like 15 words
Sure.
they throw in.
Oh, that's the realest thing. Everybody does.
You know.
I for sure. You can always and you can write them down and be like, "That's these
This
words."
is Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
You know, like this is fucking sublime.
In that way, I feel like every writer has an internal Jiminy Cricket. Like there's like this voice inside of you that's like, "Don't do that thing now. Like do something else." You know. And then that's when you're writing a song and you're like, I could do this and probably be done with this song today, but I hate it. And I don't want
don't like it, though.
to. Yeah.
There's a few. I still got words, and I'm like, ugh.
I know it's that shit-
Down. That's what I chose. Down. in
Yeah,
front, you know,
right
like,
there.
ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've gone through that before. With writing,
and one thing actually it's a good little piece of advice that took me years to embrace is you don't have to write all the lyrics in one shot. And I for years I would always try to, like, when I was working on it, finish the song. But that's when you get that thing where there's that one line that you know is dog shit, and you leave it, and then later you're like, it's fucking dog shit. I knew it was dog shit when I wrote it on the paper.
Honestly, I'd rather write like one good line a day. Like you said, like you don't have to write
You
the
don't
whole
have to
thing at
finish it.
once.
It's
You
We
get a
did it
good
for
line,
Let Go.
you write it down.
Yeah.
We did it for Let Go. Let Go I used to just freestyle the last verse of Let Go, and I was like, this is too difficult to like do, feel, and be at the same time. So I was like, I gotta write something. And it was on Mom's death day. We were at the knitting factory, and I went, I gotta go outside and like write this third verse. And I sat there and like thought about it, and I wrote it. And Ricky was with us, and he was just sitting next to me, and he was like, "You're just writing that now?" I'm like, "Yeah, we've never had a third verse for that."
Crazy. And then there it is.
Yeah, and it's like they sported white coats. I was like,
It's such a good line.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite line of the whole song, actually. Let me get back to what else we had. We got desynced. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, really. I saw some other ones. Hold on, I want to try to hit all these questions. I mean, Red Hot Chili Peppers have used California. Yeah, a couple times.
no, I'm telling you, like Soul, you'll hear Soul 8 billion
Oh
times.
yeah! Oh my God! We got a what's everybody's pre-show meal? Ritual.
I don't eat
Coffee and beer.
Yeah.
a bunch of water so I don't get sore and feel like crap the next day.
If I'm being honest, like what the best thing might be is like a roast turkey avocado sandwich, something like clean but like hearty.
Yeah, nothing oily or heavy or anything.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Well,
a
that's
sandwich
funny.
maybe.
Yeah, I usually do something like a turkey club or.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Adam and I have this in common. I eat like a bird on show day. I don't eat a lot of food.
Yeah, if I feel heavy and full,
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
So I eat very little, and then after we play, like once it's done, then
Then I'm like grease
I'm
ball.
like,
Yeah.
give me a gyro, give me a
Oh, yeah,
burger.
hell yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, before the show, it's like I
Just
don't.
pour grease in my mouth.
But yeah, like something like a turkey club, anything that's kind of like
Yeah.
right. I'm
You
getting
need
a
the both too. You need like the clean and the meat.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Full as fuck.
But that's a good question because you have to eat. Like I feel like shit if I don't. But like
We started doing these things at the park, and I don't eat before that, and I'm like, I gotta start eating because I fade like
A little bit. You can eat something, just not a meal. I mean,
yeah,
no, but a little tiny thing like that.
that might be
a
a
watermelon and the
pita.
chips.
that might be a
Chips you
fucking
guys hated that I ate.
bacon and eggs on a roll type of deal. Might be perfect for that scenario.
Yeah, something we need
Just a
something.
little something to hold it.
Even like a cucumber fucking
Hummus-
sandwich, like
hummus-
a finger, like a
hummus
lady
and-
finger.
I don't want a lady finger with hummus and cucumber.
Yeah.
Let's do solid gold. This is a good one.
Solid.
Nice.
Turning that memory boy on with the distortion, that's the move at the end.
There you go.
That gives it a little, because listen to it just on its. So now this is how it sounds. Right, that's its normal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A little extra sauce.
Yeah. And it like fills up, like the batter gets a little thicker.
More good questions. Differences between writing. I think we talked about this one last time. Writing solo versus writing collectively. What are the advantages of each? Solo is cool if you have a complete sentence in your head. If you have a song, and it comes out kind of naturally, it's great to just be like boom, boom, boom. There's a song. But even that, I even feel like when you do that, that even still works best when you come in and then workshop it after. But I feel like if you have a burst, you kind of have to finish it, as opposed to, and that can be really cool if you're flexible and you walk in and everybody else kind of puts their shit on it after your skeleton is up and walking around. And then when you're collective, it could be really cool because you could come in and be like, I got this thing, and they're dope. And then I tried to put this third thing, and it's kind of whack. Can we do something with this? And then somebody will inevitably be like, well, what if we do this? And then you're like, oh, fuck yeah, now it's a song. So both are really cool. And sometimes a song comes out so quickly and so right that the band naturally finds their place, and it's pretty much untouched from the person who wrote it. That you just walk in and like the song is done, and you go, yeah, okay, we're just gonna play that like that. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's not really about like changing the person's parts. It's kind of just like putting in your input.
And honestly, over the years, I found that it can be really easy to over manipulate it.
Sure.
Like somebody comes in with something cool and you dig it, everybody's enjoying playing on it and adding spice to it, and then all of a sudden you go, yeah, but like, are we still respecting that OG demo? Because that demo was like amazing. Like, you know, like let's not lose what was already there to put a bunch of other cool shit in it. And that's something that over the years you kind of, there's a meter. I don't know how to describe it without saying, it's just sometimes you know a song is done. Like Rob's had a few of those over the years where he just walked in with a song and it was like, there's really nothing to add. What are you playing? Yeah, let's just do that. Like, it's done. You know, like Love was a song that way too. It's like we didn't never really gussy it up.
I think Another City Mile was right
there.
there.
Sometimes
Battery Acid was very.
It's like you just. What are we gonna? There's nothing else to do. It's good already.
Well, yeah, you have to know when to stop.
Yeah,
even Adam Apple was like, you kind of had that one, and we just kind of were like, all right, well, it's missing these little pillars.
It's funny how we didn't really change anything arrangement wise, and yet it feels different from the original version of it. Yeah, I think it's just cool. I think it's just, you gotta like, both are very valid and awesome ways to get a song, but I think in the end, even it's almost like a myth that any one person writes a song anyway, because by the time, even if you don't change anything about the arrangement, even if you play it straight, just the process of everybody touching it will mutate it.
Strum on a different way.
Yeah, it's gonna hit like, differently and become its own thing.
I look at it like you bring supplies to the work site. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Here's the amount of screws that it has. Do we want to paint it? Do we want to, do we want to like sand it down? Do we want to, like add spikes to it?
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. Later in life, because I had a bit of an issue where I would overwrite on my own, and I was like, and Dan and I have worked through it, where I was like doing Danny's part, and it was like, why am I doing Danny's part? It's Danny's band too.
Yeah, I remember there were some times we had to have some real conversations where I was like, Robbie, there's no, like, we're physically different people. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to play this thing. It's a cool guitar part, but like, I'm never gonna play that. Like, my hands are not gonna do that, and there's nowhere for me to go with that. But to sit down and maybe try to learn it, and then I'll never feel like I'm playing it comfortably. It's like, there has to be a space to write. And then but that's what you learn over time, is like how to write, that's a cool way to put it, how to write with other people in mind. It's like, yeah, I'm writing this song, and yeah, I'm coming in with the nuts and bolts of it, but I know other people are going to play on it, and you got to leave room for how they approach music and like what they do. And then you always end up with something cooler. That's the thing. It's like, once you learn to let that go a little bit as a writer, because there is some inherent natural tendency to protect the shit that you write, because you're like, oh, I wrote this, like, like it has a value to you that is literally inherent. It's like, it's only your value, right? But when you learn to let that go and be like, okay, I wrote it, but now I'm gonna push the baby bird out the nest, and either it's gonna fly or it's gonna smash into the ground.
I'm thinking in that same line of thought on the baby bird thing. I remember Tom, like a bomb, was asking me, like, why don't you write like more solo stuff? It seems like you have a different like vein. I'm like, well, I've made a lot of birdhouses. They're very similar birdhouses. If I bring a birdhouse, that's where the supply thing, like I'm bringing, this is what I want the birdhouse to kind of look like. It's a sketch, but like we're going to make the birdhouse look cooler inevitably with 3 different thoughts than my one singular thought, like.
Yeah. It's like, as much as I love making my solo records, sometimes it gets nigh impenetrable because it's so whatever the hell I want to do at that moment that it's like, this is not for mass consumption. Like, this is literally to satisfy an itch that I had for 2 weeks in 1 month, and then I made a record around that itch, and I'm glad I did it. But like,
the histamine is gone now.
That was its purpose. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like I always prefer to collaborate as much as it is nice to see a vision through to the end, and that is a certain satisfaction. In the end, I find collaborating to be infinitely cooler. Like, because you just get somewhere you never even thought you could go.
And there's a spire in the birdhouse. Like, why did we need a spire? It looks way cooler than it did without the spire.
Who put that there? And then we have, let's see, what's an instrument you can't play that you wish you were proficient at?
Drums.
Violin for me. Yeah, I wish I could play the violin.
Drums
I could
or
play
piano.
slowly, but I wish I could play piano better.
Yeah.
Piano's cool.
I can play mallets, but it's different with your fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same setup, but it's different,
Yeah.
That's cool that you even know, like,
scales.
yeah.
Yeah. And dogs or cats? Both.
Cats.
No preference.
Cats.
I would take a dog. I actually, I'm not the biggest cat fan.
Yeah.
You love Roman. Get out of here.
I love Roman, but I don't like cats.
Roman is a cat.
He loves
Yeah,
his
Many
cat.
cats like Roman.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cats that aren't like Roman
Oh,
that
sure.
I've bear witness to.
Yeah, but there's plenty of dogs. Yeah, but there's plenty of dogs that will like literally rip your throat out. Like a cat
But
ain't gonna
he
kill
Said
you.
I bore witness.
Yeah. Like, they just have like sharp claws on them that everybody's cool with. Like, yeah, you get scratches, you own that animal. Like, no. Why are we allowing that to be a thing? Like, nah.
I'd rather get cat scratched by a cat than bit by a dog.
Yeah, but dogs bite way less than cats
Yeah,
scratch.
oh, like it's just so severe. It's totally different.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
A
Like,
bad dog bite is
would
never
you
gonna
rather
be anywhere close to a
3,000
cat scratch.
scratches or 1 stab? It's
Well,
like,
I mean, a stab could kill you. Those scratches will not.
yeah, but it's like you become like, I don't know, CTSD.
I kind of love this
I also
conversation.
got jumped on by dogs like when I was a kid, like a bunch of times, and got stitches. So I have like a
Oh,
very,
really?
very,
Oh,
like,
okay.
bias towards it.
I used to have a huge fear of big dogs, and then I was like, I'm smarter than them,
True.
and they will become my friend.
There's this big Dalmatian. I hate
Oh,
Dalmatians.
I didn't see the other part. Which would write better songs, dogs or cats? Ooh,
Dogs would write some bangers though. They'd be like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like a dog would be the bass player,
Dogs would
right?
be like pop radio.
yeah. You let the dogs out. It's not you. A cat wouldn't write
Cats
that.
would be obscure.
I feel like cats would write songs like Rush, and then like dogs would just have like cool grooves.
Or stop midway and just be like, I'm good.
Yeah, dogs would be like AC/DC. You know?
Yeah, like
Just
fetch.
straightforward, good times, like easy to get, just.
A dog could write the blues too. You ever see the sad puppy dog eyes?
That's true. That is a thing.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Dogs is pop, cat.
Yeah, cats couldn't play blues. Cats don't
Cats
give a
couldn't
shit.
play blues.
Cats
They
don't
wouldn't give a
care.
fuck. It'd be
Cats don't
jazz.
understand.
Cats making Lou Reed punk. I like that. I gotta.
That's why jazz people call each other cats and not
yeah.
dogs.
Wow, look at this. We're breaking it down.
That means we gotta start playing.
Fuck. I was just thinking of one and then I lost it. The fuck was I thinking
Play
of?
jigsaw.
Shit, I was thinking of one though. Fuck.
It sucks because he's the only one who knows what he was thinking of. So.
I know, but it was a good one. It was like I was like, oh, that'd be a good one to play. Gone.
You were in E. You looked like you were in E position.
I was in an E. And then I thought.
Enjoy the ride? Were you enjoy the
No,
ride?
no, it wasn't. I specifically thought not to do enjoy that. Fuck it, jigsaw it is.
jigsaw. He's got projects in his head. Jigsaw. Solves problems before bed. I don't know why I'm going insane. I don't know why I'm going insane. I don't know why I'm going insane. I don't living in Russia, and the ink is on my hands. Living in Russia, it's a castle made of sand. I love you, I love little more going insane. I love you, I love little more going insane. I love you, I love little more going insane. I don't know why. What's the situation? He's got Easter cards to send. Said he's living in a basement with his mom and all her friends. Say hi, say hi. Love me a little more time. I love me a little more time. I love me a little more time. I don't know Yeah,
Nice.
I hit the thing. You guys hear?
I did.
Love that part.
I hit the.
Sure did.
I hit the thing. That one's hard to get to. I hit it though.
I like throwing a distortion on at the end
Hmm.
for when we swap the vocal. It gives like a little like
Lift. Gives it a bit of a lifter there.
bit of a lift rather than a plunker.
A bit of a lifter. What the hell was that song?
missions wrapped around my fingers like the cat's caught in the cradle, never coming home. I begin to believe in my missions, cast a glass in a house that's completely made of stone. Your poison drown the demons, be aware that they can swim. It's a lesson in convenience, knowing none of us will win. Your genius will the fire, the fools will conspire. Cameraman's going insane. Cameraman's going insane. Genius to the fire, or the fools will conspire. Yeah!
That's actually really cool. That's a really cool ending.
We can even end it with like the da-na-na-na, or put something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That ain't gonna take too long to figure out.
No,
No,
that,
yeah.
that's all you need is just that.
And I was just noodling the whole time, but
Yeah, that's all.
I'll find the right things. And
Yeah, that chorus is just
Go in
C,
unison.
B, A.
yeah, I caught it the second
And
time. Yeah, I actually went like and then
Yep.
so that was working.
Yeah, because I do.
Yeah. That's such a cool song, and it's funny how it turned into this like sweaty blues lounge thing.
Yeah,
It's naturally.
It was gonna get
That's
there.
it. Always felt that way
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
head when you would do it. Like, it's such a lounge tune. That's fucking great. That's gonna be good. You watch out. I bet you that's on
I
the next
love that
record.
ending to that where we went.
Yeah, I remember the copy. Yeah, the film. Yeah. That's cool.
And then I liked the ending. I go.
Oh, I love what happened here in the chat. They're like, dogs are just fucking pet me, and cats are leave me the fuck alone and fuck off. And then we have a, can't cats and dogs just fucking collaborate and let's make this make sense?
Yeah, cags.
You know?
Cags.
I love that.
Dots.
Dots, yeah. Dats.
That's gonna be a good song. Oh, and I'm gonna get to like play a whole bunch of like slinky leads.
Yeah, dude.
Get that bass line. Do that bass line.
You gotta let me hear it because I don't
Yeah.
remember what the fuck I did.
I should have it on my phone.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was bum, bum, da, 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 bum. That was
Yeah, I
something
gotta
like
hear
that.
it.
That's the rhythm. If you didn't know.
Completely
You didn't know
sober.
that's the rhythm,
Yeah.
apparently.
I'm glad we got to work on that too, because that's. I'm expecting that to be fucking
I actually like
kick-ass soup.
the setup that I was using was like was just kind of dope.
Shut up. If you can hear it, my hi-hat's loud. You get it? You get it now? I'll drop out, though. You'll get it. I'll drop out in a second.
Yo, put your headphones on and put it in the mic,
Yeah.
cause I heard it really clear when you do that.
But let me see that first.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da, bum,
If I can-
ba-da-da-da.
I think it's.
No, one more. Yeah, like that. Okay, do it. Start it off. Close enough.
Yeah, I think it's actually better.
Close enough.
Oh, that's what I don't go to the E.
There's one note that sounds
Yeah.
off.
That I never thought I could say. And you take me. Take me that I know, that I see, that I know you get with me. Take me that I know, that I see, that I know. All I got is nothing. To the paradise that I know, to the paradise that I see, to the paradise that I know.
That's fucking cool, man.
Turn that into something.
That's fun.
It is fun.
That's fun to play.
Playing it over and over.
I just gotta change one word.
Again, the difference between acoustic in the park and like here is like I'm like, oh shit, right away I was like reverse reverb. 2.5 hours. Let's close it out. Let's play one more.
One more.
One more.
What do you want to do?
What's the big
Pinocchio?
finish?
We're gonna play Pinocchio.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, is there something you want to work on for Saturday? Like, is there something we should?
Probably that.
That, yeah, probably, yeah, really. Here we go, big finish. Y'all got a bunch of new shit today. That's fun. A bunch of off the cuff shit.
That's gonna be great. That last one.
Me too, real quick. Rocking so hard, me after that team.
Judy is just like a paladin. She like just doesn't get knocked out of tune.
She's a paladin.
Paladina.
Paladin. Shit, you kidding me? That's why I love this guitar. It's the only guitar I've ever had that stays in tune.
It all comes down to this.
Now I keep it. Keep this ball, that was mine.
As is often said in this business, you can improve on perfection.
Sure. Sure, bro. Sure, bro. Nice. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Yeah, for real. This Saturday,
Oh yeah,
Coney Island Brewery,
Coney Island.
6 p.m.
Coney Island,
On the boardwalk.
6 p.m. this
On the
Saturday.
boardwalk.
Actually, show up at 4 p.m. Great bands playing with us.
That's right. Show up at 4 p.m. to see us later and the bands before us.
Come
Coney
Taylor
Island
and the Apes, right?
this Saturday.
With Josh, our friend Josh.
Taylor and the Apes, August on Sunday. Be there or be rhombus.
Hey! Hey now! Yeah, I'm a fan of yours.
Bye. We love y'all.
Yeah, now. Yeah, now.